For the final of the men's quadruple sculls with Austria, the world champions.
Set, go!
Well, the defending champions are certainly the crew to watch. The Austrians, they were first in Lucerne, Germany was second, and they've had a very good season, the Austrians.
Indeed, they've done very little wrong, qualified directly for this final, but they've had a week of inactivity. And the nerves begin to jingle a little bit, but this is the moment of truth. Can they hang on to their title, I wonder? They've gone out quickly, as have the Italians. Closest to you are the French. They're in lane 6, and just inside them in lane number 5, the Australians. The form in Lucerne, well, the Austrians won, the Germans were second, Australia were third, and Italy were fourth. But this, as they say, is the real thing as they go through 250 metres. And on the far side, good to see them in the final, Dan. They've done well so far. Portugal.
Well, it's a first for Portugal, moving very, very well on the far side there. But look how fast the Austrians have gone. They've really opened up a very, very quick lead. And look how quickly they move their hands away from the finish. It's a very fast movement forward. Very contrasting there with the Italians, who sit longer back and hold on to their finishes rather more.
The Australians in lane 5, who actually won this in 1991 with Burgess, Liner, Hick and Hawkins. This time their quartets, Pearson, Purves, Edwards and Simon Burgess is at stroke as they go through the first quarter there, and it's Austria making the best of their way home already. 1:22.77 for them. The Italians in second place, just over a second behind.
Good to watch the Italian leg drive off the catch there, and that real surge through the middle of the stroke to the finish.
This is one of the two new men in the crew, Paolo Bettino, and behind him Massimo Guglielmi. Those are the two men who've come into the boat this year.
But look, it's Austria now, nearly a length up and looking very, very good. That's the way to do it, is to get out in front and then watch the field all the way home.
Simon Burgess for Australia, sitting behind him Anthony Edwards, and Stuart Purves, and then Cy Pearson. And the Austrians at the moment, or the Australians I should say, just about in fourth place.
But Austria here are really allowing their boat to run. They keep up a metronomic, fast, high rate, and they just keep going and keep going and keep going. It's extremely effective. Very quick, those hands there, and the boat doesn't check at all.
And they've got clear water over Italy. They're in second place, just ahead of Germany in third. And here are the Austrians. Walter Antassa sitting behind him, Christoph Schmolzer, then Gernot Fadebar, and then Wolfgang Sigi is the man in the bow.
Very high rating movement there. Very little delay at the finish. They go through the 1,000-meter mark now, clear water.
Italy second, and in third place is Germany. In fourth place, Australia, ahead of France, and trailing at the moment are Portuguese in sixth place, and they've really dropped off the pace. Here are the French in lane 6, and three of the men who were in the boat. The man who's in the 3 seat there, Frederic Nyons, the newcomer this year. And the man, I should say, in the bow, that's Patrick Maiore, celebrating his 30th birthday today. So perhaps he can get into the medals. That would be the sort of reward he'd be looking for, certainly with his crewmates.
Italy, they're lying second at the moment. Always very, very strong in quad sculling, but still unable really to match this fast-moving Austrian crew. The Austrians are treating it absolutely as a sprint. It's the sort of thing you'd expect them to do for 1,000 meters, but they just sprint on and just keep moving.
1:22.77 for the first quarter, 1:25.80 for the second quarter by this really talented outfit of men. And they do have all the advantages now. They can command the situation. If anybody does respond, particularly the Italians looking for that fast finish, well, they're in the box seat. They can respond to any challenge that comes to them.
Very, very solid at the finishes. Very powerful through the middle of the stroke.
Just beginning to make some impression down on the far side. Portugal, who were way, way off the pace now, just about into fifth place, I'd say, at the moment, but they certainly have moved a little bit in this third quarter. Coming now to the final phase of the race now. There the Italians, and can they find anything to close on the Austrians? Move across to the Australians. They're still in fourth place.
So they're missing a little bit of water there on the catch. Not quite moving so well, but it's on the far side. Germany pushing on the Italian crew now. Germany in third place. Austria well out in front. but Italy holding on with Germany creeping up. And then in fourth on the far side, Portugal.
Yes, the Portuguese have really continued to move. They were the fastest moving of all the crews in the third quarter, 1:25.90, and they really took it very conservatively, I have to say. They were 9 seconds down at the half distance, and they're really moving to some purpose now. And at the moment, it's Austria out in front with Italy second, Germany now being caught by Portugal on the far side. The Austrians, though, still looking cool, calm and collected.
Yes, they're beginning to pay a little bit for that fast move there. They're just finding going quite tough now in this last 300 or 400 meters. But look at Portugal coming on the far side. They really are shifting. They've come from nowhere, and they're now challenging Germany for the bronze medal. They really are moving.
And they're closing even on the Italians. Well, I don't know what their race plan was. It was certainly extraordinary as the Austrians crossed the line to keep their title. The Italians being closed on, but they get the... And the Portuguese have got there. My goodness, on the line, the Portuguese have got the bronze medal. Would you believe that? And here it is, Dan. The victory very convincing and well deserved.
It's about 3/4 of a length there over Italy, with the Portuguese just squeezing past Germany, half a length behind Italy.
Retain their title with Portugal, the fastest moving crew over the second half of the race to take the bronze. None happier than the Portuguese, who have indeed collected their country's first ever World Championship medal. But the Austrians really are a class above the rest.